Hello. I wanted to thank everybody for coming. But before we start, there was something that I wanted to address. Um, I had a friend, and I don't we have lost him, and I don't know where he is, and I don't know if I would be here without him. So I want to take a moment uh, for Joseph. He had really soft eyes, and one time he talked me out of getting into a relationship that would have been really toxic for me. So if it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd have been married a long time ago. Where did he come from and where did he go? Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe? That was good, huh? I practiced that in the house. Good job. But we're going to start in a second. I just wanted to say thank you and everything to come. If I slow down, the mouse is a second slow. Are you already rolling? Huh? I don't know. I might be. Is you rolling? Which one might be? All right. You know what that's about? You have to turn the. You have to turn the. It's on. What's it? Okay. Oh, you have it on the thing. Yes, sir. Ah, you're doing a great job. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, cause before I was feeling good, and then my sister told me that I don't look good. She flew here from California, so she came all the way from California to look at me and be like, you don't look that good. I go home looking out there. That's the part about me. I'm just shit. You know that's about it. No way. Yeah. Hey. I just found out what Cotton Eye Joe is. I thought that was a person with soft. I thought it was a person. Sean, they have one of those. Niggas sitting on the floor, I better not blow it. Better not blow it, niggas sit on the floor for this. Bitch ass nigga, I sit on the floor for this bullshit. Yeah, they're not gonna like it. Bitch ass nigga, I sit on the floor for this shit. That's what I'm saying. Because I didn't even think, I don't even look as fresh as I thought I would. My sister came and told me some shit that I can't believe, right? I am not that fresh. Can you fix me? Yes. Yes, neck me. Neck me good. Check.
You feeling golden?
When you feel you've lost your strength and have no more energy to go on, lift up with wings. The Red Bull way. I didn't tell y'all that we got sponsors from the last one. Well, Red Bull picked us up. I'm going to start right now, though. Thank y'all for sitting on the floor. I can't believe you would do that. That's crazy to me. Yo, Welcome to the Cotties. A lot of bad ladies in the lobby, getting sloppy. Not really, cause this ain't no hotel. It's a small town, and this is how it goes down. The 2024 Cotties are gonna be different. We gonna do it different. So everybody else get down with the system and plug up and turn on your system. Yeah, yeah. See, we originally had this to sound like that song OPP, but it don't sound like OPP no more. So I had to come up with something else. Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome to the Cotties. Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome to the Cotties. I said, I'll fuck your baby mama. I'll fuck your baby mama. I said I wouldn't fuck a baby, but I'll fuck your baby mama. I wouldn't fuck a baby, but I'll fuck your baby.
Welcome to the inaugural Cotty Awards. A beautiful night, a glorious occasion. What? Did I turn it off? Oh, this is the one. All right, here we go. Welcome to the 2024 Cotties. A beautiful night, a glorious occasion. I had something to say here. Oh yeah. I built the Cotties, the actual awards. I melted down spent cans from the bar and created this. This is the culmination of a lot of hard work. Before we even had a comedy night, John had this idea. And it feels a little bit like we're congratulating ourselves tonight. The Cotty Awards is a silly award show that we made up, but it's taken on more meaning in our lives. And I'm here to present the award for Best Bobby. Now, there's a lot of people named Robert, a lot of people with the middle name Robert, a lot of people with the last name Robertson or some version of that. But there's only a few people that can walk around the world as a Bobby through adulthood. And they're very special individuals. And the winner for Best Bobby is Bobby Sims. No, listen. Bobby couldn't make it tonight. So, here to accept the award for Best Bobby, for Bobby Sims, is another Bobby, Bobby Johnson.
Yeah, Bobby!
Give it up for Bobby!
Damn it, Bobby, you got the wrong guy.
Let's hear it for Bobby!
Make some noise for Bobby! That's right, that was our first Cotty. Wasn't that beautiful? It was a historic moment. We gave away our first Cotty. Congratulations to Bobby! Oh, man. The thing about Bobby is that Bobby, he always encourages me. At the last show, I did a joke about Stevie Wonder being a Muppet. And when I first wrote that joke, I was very discouraged. But I had some chicken with him over at the 4A Chicken. And he said, Jonathan, what you gotta do is you gotta sell it. You gotta believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, that joke's gonna be funny. And I told it, and people laughed. So shout out to Bobby for really making me a better person, helping me believe in myself. My sister said I didn't even look good. Bobby believes in me. Damn it. Woo. You have won a tiny Cotty. Yeah. And you're a guy whose name is Bobby. Yeah, you have won a tiny Cotty. And your name happens to be Bobby. Oh, shout out to you. I'll be presenting the next award. Can you hand me one of those beautiful Cottys? So, this next award, it's one of the things that's near and dear to my heart. There are many people in life who go through a glow up, but that glow up is only known to them. And the people that are around them are constantly trying to tell them, like, hey, you're good looking now. You're good looking. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to be sad. Can you go ahead and click over? Because the next award, this award is, I call it the Your Body, Our Choice. Because we're choosing your body, and this award goes to our dear friend Jonesy. You're so beautiful. Come on up here. Come on up here. Everybody clap. Look how good looking he is. Look how good looking he is. Hold up. Get your blood. Good looking. That's what I'm talking about. Speech.
Thanks, John. What the fuck? How you doing? Is that true? Should I shake my head again?
Everybody give him a round of applause. It was during that time that Rebecca was supposed to come up and take the microphone, and she was going, no, it's okay now. It's okay now. She was going to take the microphone and talk about how we got married, and I should have chose her body, but that didn't happen. That didn't happen, and I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna make it up for you guys. I have been practicing Spanish, and I have a Spanish song that I would like to debut here tonight at the Cottys, if that's okay with you guys. Uno, fuego, 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 fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego, queso burrito con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego, queso burrito con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo mucho mañana. ¿Dónde está mi familia? ¿Dónde está mi hermano? ¿Dónde está la cerveza? Aquí, aquí, aquí. Fuego, fuego, fuego. Mi corazón es un fuego. Queso burrito con huevos. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo mucho mañana. Te amo mucho mañana. mañana.
Wow, that was really something, wasn't it? Can you click to the next slide? I am here to present Best New Spanish Artist. And the nominees are Pitbull, Christina Aguilera, and Jonathan Bonner is nominated. And the winner is John Bonner for Best New Spanish Artist!
Gracious, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I practiced a lot on that, and I closed my eyes, thank you. And I closed my eyes, and I said to myself, what can I do to really show everyone my progress studying Spanish? And that's what I came up with, and I hope that you all appreciate it. That'll be out on Motown Records next week, so everybody look out for Fuego Mi Corazon. Es un fuego. Well, the label didn't want me to have it that long, but I knew you guys would find it that way. So thank you so much. And now we have Alex with the Alex Thompson Recognition Award.
Thank you. So, I'm in the hot seat a little bit tonight. Thank you. So, this one, for those of you who are boyfriends, husbands, or fiancés, you might know where this one comes from. It comes from the heart. It starts off with an apology. I'm sorry. I know I left the toilet seat up for the millionth time, even though you've asked me not to every single one of those times. So, honestly, you don't have to say anything. Just coming up here and accepting this award would mean a lot. I want to give this award to the best fiance, the most beautiful fiance, the one I'm most sorry to, my fiance Brandy. Can you please come up here and take this copy? And would you please forgive me? I'm sorry. I won't do it again. No promises. If it happens, I'm sorry. Sexiest fiance ever in the world. Here you are.
They told me that I gotta give an award to somebody who would show up for me, somebody who's always been there. I was in the hospital in April in the Valley. They drove all the way down to come and see me. Just been a good person. Tries their hardest to help out anytime they can. If there was only one person that I knew would come for me today, it's Ewok over here. The biggest part and the biggest fish goes to my Ewok.
Speech.
I mean,
I I hit some Galaxy gas while I was back there waiting. The Cotty's brought to you by Galaxy Gas. Okay. Oh. So, I've had many friends in my life. None of them quite as close to me or as beholden as the next person that I would like to give this Cotty to. This person told me once when I was at a bar that he looks a lot like Tom Hanks. And I didn't agree with him at all. I thought he was joking. Turns out he wasn't joking. But also, something about this person is that he has constantly given me sage-like, drunk uncle-like advice. Like advice that I remember constantly, and I reach back and I grab onto it and I hold onto it. So I would like to present the Uncle Tom Award to Sean Morris. Come on up.
Thank you, John. I'm tired of everybody asking me for advice. All right? Cut it out. All right? I'm done.
See what I did there? I'm great. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next award. What's the next award? Okay. Hit the clicker. I have another one I'd like to hand out. It's the Doobie Doobie Stoner Award. It goes to my wife. So she's always blazing it up all the time.
I got pretty baked today before I came here, and I found this inflatable joint, which I thought was quite appropriate. You can get too high. So, drink your water and mind your business. Oh my God!
And now, our beloved Maddie has an award that they would like to present as well. Here they come.
This next award is super dear to my heart, and I'd like to present it to somebody who is very important to me, whose support has been instrumental to my career as an independent artist. I've been in like 3 bands. I've been performing since I was 11. I'm kind of a savant, and I would be nowhere without this guy. My life would be so much darker if he wasn't living in my shadow. And so I'd like to present the Casey Affleck Award to my dear brother, Paulie Amato. Thank you.
I always want to take the microphone out of the stand, and I shouldn't, because then I have to put it back. And that's a lesson about accountability that I'll talk to you about later, okay? In season 2, episode 1 of The Office, Pam was seen wiping off her shoes after having to watch all the tapes of the different Dundies that they had. And then she went to the Dundies, and her fiance immediately left. And she was like, no, I'm gonna stay. I've been here all this time, I'm gonna stay. And she stayed, and she started to have a good time. And they decided to present her with an award, and her award was for the whitest sneakers. And even though she was drunk, she felt seen in that moment. It made her feel appreciated, you know? And I feel like a lot of times with the silly, goofy stuff that I do, I put my heart in it, and it's a very thankless job, you know? To put on a golden suit and then come in and have your little sister say, you don't look that good. You know what I'm saying? To have those kind of things happen to you, but then you keep going. You know, and a bunch of people come in and they say, you do look good. You do feel good, you know? And you guys make me feel just like Pam felt inside of the Chili's, okay? And I know this is the Copper Jackalope, but this is our Chili's. And I feel God in this Chili's tonight. Oh, I feel God in this Chili's tonight. Oh, oh. Working and working to keep my shoes so white. I've been working for all my life, but now I feel God in this Chili's tonight. I feel God in this Chili's tonight. Oh, this is our Chili's. This is our Chili's, yeah. This is our baby back ribs. These are our baby back ribs. This is our Chili's tonight. Oh, I feel God in this Chili's tonight. Thank you guys. We're gonna move into the stand-up part of the show. But thank you so much for coming to the 2024 Cotties. It's meant the world to me. Please stay and enjoy our comedy portion of it as well.
This is so cool, you guys. I love seeing all these faces out here. I know my role in this. John told me, you just need to be yourself. And feel the love from the crowd. And then give it back to them. It was inspiring. He said, you just need to fill time and they're going to fall in love with you. And I took that to heart, you know? But I did write some notes down this time because I want to stay on task. We're going to get right down to it. Right down to it. Right down to it. We're going to get right down to it. Right down to it. Oh, you know what though? I have a last minute edit on my notes, so I got to make some edits on these notes real quick. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. 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 There it is. You guys, I have to tell you something. I have a lot of stage fright, and it felt like I was going to throw up earlier tonight, but I didn't. That means I'm going in the right direction. We're going to get right down to it. But I wrote these notes, and we started later because we didn't want any children to be here. The last time we had kids that were running in front of the mic, and it just made it awkward, you know? And so the topic of discussion that I chose is still uncomfortable for me, even though there aren't kids here. So, why do you guys want me to talk about this at all? I mean, okay. It's a rhetorical question, but you can answer if you want to. Why does my hair look the best after I've had sex? It's because having sex makes me feel good about myself. You know what else makes me feel good about myself? Literally nothing. You guys, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I know a lot of people in the crowd can relate. You work stressful jobs, and I'm turning 40 next month. And I bought a vape because I'm really stressed out, all right? I haven't done this in like a year, and I just, Can you call it a midlife crisis if you feel like the last 15 years has been a crisis already? But throughout it all, I couldn't be here without all of you guys, and I love you all so much. And thank you for being there for me. Cheers.
Everybody give it up for Alex Thompson!
Test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. Happy holidays. I'm not really dressed for the occasion, but I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Did anyone have that one family member at Thanksgiving? I feel like y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Me too. We've all heard about the Grinch that stole Christmas. But I feel like I need to tell you about the bitch that stole Thanksgiving. And for this story, we will just call her Bitch. So we were having a great Thanksgiving. Drinks were flowing. We had the 4 F's of Thanksgiving: friends, family, food, and football. And all of a sudden, sitting around the dinner table, I heard the 5th F of Thanksgiving. Fuck these wine prices. I work in the wine industry, so this took me off guard. Bitch apparently decided to turn the table talk into a table yell. And we all know that type of person. Apparently $30, $40 for average Arizona wine was treated as a hate crime. And just to put everything into perspective, the average Napa Valley wine price, I looked up, $108 a bottle. I did this bitch a favor not telling her that. But really, it was a selfish reason. I didn't want to clean up after her head exploded like a cartoon character after hearing that price. And some time had passed. We were drinking this criminally expensive wine. And we were passing a joint around. As we all do, we were getting ready for treating Thanksgiving how we should. And the same person who was bitching about the wine prices was just yapping away, holding the joint. Quit bitching on that joint. Puff, puff, pass. Every stoner knows that. All of a sudden, as soon as this joint burned down to nothing, she stands up and says, "Oh, I gotta go." As the nice hosts that we were, we tell her to make a plate. And in a full sprint, she runs to the kitchen and starts making herself what we all thought was a plate. We were smoking a joint. We weren't paying too much attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I look, and it seems like she's carrying a baby out of the kitchen. And I'm not talking like one of those small babies. I'm talking about a baby my size. That should have been a red flag. We had cooked a 20-pound butterball turkey, and we only had 6 of us there. All of a sudden, the butterball turkey is fucking gone. Fucking gone! If you've ever cooked a 20-pound butterball turkey, you know you have to wake up at the crack of dawn, put that thing in the oven, everyone's smelling it all fucking day. Just salivating, starving themselves, enjoying the 4 F's of Thanksgiving. We were waiting for this perfect turkey. We tasted it at the meal. Best turkey of my life. And it's fucking gone. But on a positive note, we're all in the Christmas spirit, so I don't want to make this about losing the turkey. It is about being around family. And I heard, while watching Frosty the Snowman, the main girl's name was Karen. And I was thinking to myself, how did this sweet, adorable little girl grow up to be the person that's asking for your manager? And speaking of, I just heard that you can't call peppermint patties patties anymore because some Patty complained. My future mother-in-law's named Karen, and I've never heard her complain about her name once. And what people associate with that name. So I have some fucking words for this Patty. Who do you think you are? You could be named after something so sweet and delicious and still fucking complain. Screw you, Patty! And also, just to tie it back to Thanksgiving, one thing I look forward to most on Thanksgiving is that after meal nap. I swear, all year I never sleep that good. But this past Thanksgiving, I may have started off with a few too many espresso martinis. And who here knows what edging is? Well, I was edging on Thanksgiving. Not like that. Y'all need Jesus. I was edging that nap on Thanksgiving. I was so close to that sweet ecstasy, that feeling you chase all year. That feeling of pure relaxation. High as a kite, practically dreaming. Oh, at that moment, someone yells out, "This bitch stole our fucking turkey!" Thank y'all.
Yo, give it up for Alex Thompson. I'm not really good at stand-up. Keep playing. I like that. This is my man right there. It's my sweet cheese. So in my last stand-up act, I had a bit, if you guys were here, I had a bit about how glad I am not to be single right now because of the climate and the dating scene, especially in Cottonwood. And no joke, I got dumped that night. That actual night. And I haven't been well. Like, at all. That's what I need. This is helping a lot. John gave me this. These aren't notes on Twitch stream. I wish I had shittier friends, because being friends with John is going to turn me into a supervillain. He's given me a lot of unwarranted confidence. We all need one friend that just believes in you wholeheartedly for no real reason. You haven't given them the receipts. They're just like, "You're the man!" Just cuts. I just show up. And that's John for me. When I first told John was like the first person I went to when I got dumped. Because he was the first person like fucking in vicinity, because it was that night of the fucking comedy show. But the first thing he said was, "You gotta come over and watch Hustle and Flow." He gets me. And I'm watching Hustle and Flow with John, and it felt like he was just kind of like passing the pimp mantle. Like he kept like pointing at the screen, like Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time. He was just like, and I'm zoning out because I'm just depressed as shit. And he's just like, and it felt like I don't know what I was supposed to learn from that, because in Hustle and Flow, DJ is like a pimp trying to get out of the pimp scene into the music scene, and it felt like John was trying to convince me to get out of the music scene and into the pimp scene. Which I don't know how lucrative that's going to be in Cottonwood. Being a musician is hard enough. I realized that dating in such a small town, you're kind of like, all you are is the sum total of all your failed relationships. And I hope I don't turn any of these girls I'm messing around with into lesbians, because if you like me, you would love the girl who left me. Because she made this. Thank you. Oh, 50 donos. Thank you, guys. Thank you in the chat. Thank you. Dogs out, dude. I'm so... Oof. The jacket's hot as fuck. Tinder is another thing in Cottonwood. It's just like, especially being like bisexual in Tinder. Like I've been around. You know, I'm not gonna lie. And it's just, Tinder is just like, that's my ex, that's my ex, that's my ex, that's my mom. And we matched. And I'm like, fuck it. You know, we're both single. Whoever is the most uncomfortable with that joke wants to fuck their mom. What do you do for a living, homie? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, the chat told me to ask. The chat, ask that guy over there what he does for a living. You unclog toilets? shit, man. Are you single? No, you're not. Damn it. See, dude, it's rough out here, man. I think that's all I got. I don't know. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Hey, what's up? My name's Becca. Thank y'all for coming out. I'm gonna just tell you some work stories tonight. I work at the dispensary in town, and a lot of people smoke weed in town. A lot of people also do other things, okay? So a lot of the time I'm dealing with crackheads trying to come down from a bad trip, okay? This lady comes in the other day, and it's just me and my coworker. The lobby is empty, and she comes in and she's like looking to the left. And I'm like, oh, here we go, dude. And my buddy Xander is like, oh, I could check you in right here, miss. And she goes, I'm sorry, I thought someone was there. And I'm like, oh, awesome. So I run to the back. I'm like, guys, there is a crackhead lady out here, dude. She thought someone was there. So now I'm like wanting to see what she does. So I like run out to the front. I'm like stalking something, trying to overhear. My buddy calls her up by her name. She goes, can you say that again so I can follow your voice? I'm blind. I thought this lady was on crack. Normal eyes, no glasses, no dog, no stick. Unidentifiable blind. How did that lady even get there? She was by herself, dude. We also hire some people. We hire some good people, and then we hire some not so good people. You know, I don't do any of the hiring. I'm not gonna take credit for this, but I want to brag about one of the most undeniable hires of the year. We're gonna call her Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. So Delilah gets hired. She only worked there for 1 week, okay? It's not a hard job, all right? You gotta put the joint in the bag, give it to the customer, that's it. Kayla, in the first 3 days that she was there, had our manager establish a no shitting rule in the back bathroom that I've been shitting in for years. I was personally offended, and I thought that this was about me at first. So I called my boss. I'm like, is this real? Are we not allowed to poop in the private bathroom? And she's like, well, Kayla, or I'm sorry, I said her real name. All right, so whatever, she's not here. Kayla took dumps in the back bathroom while Amber and I were back there. I'm using everybody's real name tonight, fuck you. This lady took so many shits in the first 3 days she was employed. Our bosses posted on our communications app, hey guys, no more pooping back here, please. I found out it was the new girl. I was like, oh, you are on my shit list, literally, dude. Yeah, unfly man, come and see me. On Kayla's 5th day of work, she called out and then came in to make a purchase. Said, hey guys, I'm sick, but also I'm gonna need that ½ ounce. During this transaction, my boss helps her out, gives her the money back. She's counting her money, and she's like, you shorted me $20. My boss is like, okay, Kayla, I'm gonna have to replay footage and try to find out if that's real. I think I gave you back the correct change. Kayla, who I was calling Delilah, but now using her real name, throws the bitch fit of a century. And she's like, no, you need to give me back my $20. And then she's looking at my coworker, Zion. I'm like, you're just really gonna let this happen? You're gonna really let her steal my $20? And Zion's like, I am just trying to put this joint in the bag and give it to the customer, dude. Like, you need to chill. So it's crowded, it's busy. My boss can't just like go away and like watch footage for 20 minutes. So Kayla is sitting there getting more and more amped up. My boss is like, girl, chill. I'm gonna help you. I just have to help these customers. And she's like, I have a customer right now. I'm gonna call the cops. So she calls the cops over $20 at her own job. Kayla is the first person to be fired from the dispensary by the police. This is the greatest, never been done before. Like, fuck all the crackheads that have come in here, okay? This lady is tripping, dude. So Kayla doesn't work there anymore. It was so funny how I tried to call her Delilah. Me and my friend were talking the other day, and we were talking about like old friends from like, you know, our childhood and stuff. And I was like, oh, what's going on with him? He's in jail, right? He's got to be in jail. 20 minutes later, my sister-in-law gets back on FaceTime. She's like, I've done some sleuthing. He's married and has kids. Surprise. I'm surprised more by the people who are not in jail for my childhood. This kid that I'm talking about set fire to a field when we were kids, like near houses. Like the whole fire department came out. This kid also stole money from the cafeteria when we were in 6th grade. And then bought us all hot Cheeto boats. Chris King, dude. He's married and has kids. He's all right. He's all right. All right, I'm going to go back to work stories. I used to work at Whole Foods. And it's a rough guesstimation of days, how many days it's been since my last accident. Like 1,100 days since my last accident, okay? When I worked at Whole Foods, I used to work in the morning shift and I was a buyer for the bulk department. I would have to scan all the stuff and guesstimate how much I would need for the next week. 5 a.m. gig. The ladies in the bakery department always took care of me. They would bake me fresh bagels, bag them up, giving me sweet, free bagels in the morning. I'm there one day, I'm scanning the stuff. It's like me and like maybe 6 other employees there at this hour. I'm in the corner of the store. I'm just doing my thing, farting, hanging out, you know, scan some pecans, maybe 2 pounds of those, you know, scan a couple more things, let little one go, scan this and I fart, and oh dear Lord, it was the whole thing. And I'm 27 at this time. And I'm thinking to myself, this can't be me. This isn't me in public pooping my pants. I was just trying to have a good time. So immediately, like, I've shat myself. And I look over to the meat department and I'm like kind of checking my surroundings. My buddy in the meat department at the time like looks up like at the moment that I shit myself. So now I'm thinking, I'm like, oh dear God, he knows. He knows. I can't run away. Like, what is gonna happen? So I just kind of like back out of there, go into the double doors of the receiving department, find a private area of the bathroom, and I drop trow, and it's real, dude. I have fully pooped myself. So now I'm like, I gotta get rid of this evidence. Like, this is bad. I'm not gonna go home. I'm not gonna go home because I pooped myself. I gotta go see my bakery department ladies. They'll give me a bag. I can put my underwear in the bag and then do this, okay? I can get out of this. So I go to the bakery. Little lady in there who's been working there for years, Sophia, she's like, here you go, sweetie, here's your bagel. It's nice and warm. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I take it and I go to the bathroom and I put my dirty underwear in the bakery bag. Okay? I did not eat I threw the bagel away. I put the underwear in the bakery bag. Now I am doing a walk of shame out of Whole Foods with this bakery bag going to the dumpster. And like 5 minutes has passed since Sophia gave me the bag, and she's out there also throwing away stuff. And she goes, you didn't like the bagel? And I said, I loved the bagel. I'm just throwing away my shitty underwear. And there should have been a no poop rule instilled that day for me, but it took me by surprise. So it's been like 1,100 days since my last accident. I'm like 2 years into my 30s. No accident surprises and stuff. Have you guys seen Wicked yet? Okay. I am like obsessed with Wicked. I love it. I got an illegal link. I set my VPN to South Korea because fuck them. I'm watching it on South Korea's dime. I don't care, okay? I got it on my phone if you want to watch Wicked. We went as a family to go see Wicked, and like we went as a family when the stage play came out. My niece is now my age that I was when I first saw it. It's like this whole thing for me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm defying gravity. And a couple days went by and we're like preparing for Thanksgiving with my mom and stuff, and I'm like, I'm quoting the movie, and I'm like, are people born wicked, or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? And my mom goes, well, we all are born wicked. We're all born sinners, so what are they doing? Are they twisting the word of God? I don't want to do this anymore, Rebecca. I don't want to watch Wicked. So, you're all born wicked, okay? No one mourns the wicked. No one cries that they won't return. No one lays a lily on their grave, okay? Give your life to Jesus this season, all right? Thank you so much. My name's Becca.
That's perfect. I know we talked a little bit about the children being at the last show. I talked about a man sucking his own dick in front of those children. It was really uncomfortable for me, but the crowd really wanted me to finish, so I did. That's not the first time, though, that I've said or done something inappropriate for children. I went to Chick-fil-A recently, and they said my pleasure, and I was like, really? And they were like, you gotta get out of here, she's underage, and I was like, she doesn't look good. I've been trying to stay really positive lately, but I have a child, so it's kind of hard. They're pretty mean sometimes. I drink a lot of coffee and I smoke a lot of weed, and I was like, man, I think I need to start whitening my teeth. I think they're getting a little yellow, but you know, sometimes they were positive because she said, they're not yellow, they're golden, Mom. So she's real sweet to me. I think if you ever feel the urge to kidnap someone, a tornado would be a great time to do so. A lot of people go missing. No one would notice. They'd be like, the tornado got him. But really, you got him. You got him right in your basement. You'll get away with it for sure. If I ever get invited to dinner with somebody and they order milk, I'm leaving. I think if I have to pluck out some chin hairs, men who are balding should have to shave their head. If I don't get to walk around with 5 random hairs, neither do you. My husband inspired that because he didn't shave his head recently, and I was like, you better get to shave my head. I wear work at a coffee shop, and this lady's been coming in every day. Her name's Barbara. I don't know why I told you, but and every day she orders a large skinny latte. Every day, without fail. I was like, do you prefer skinny lattes? And she's like, well, I'm watching my figure. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Then randomly she wasn't in for like 3 weeks. But when I saw her, I was like, I've been drinking skinny lattes for 3 fucking weeks and ain't shit happened. I look exactly the same. I did not get skinny. I'm jealous of handicapped people, which I know might sound a little weird, but they have a lot of perks. They anything that kind of like they do wrong, they can be like, sorry, I'm handicapped. They get to park in really nice spots. And it's not because I don't want to walk to the store, it's just that they're like wide spaces and I'm really bad at parking. So, getting handicapped as a bitch, get a nice parking spot. Anyway. Alright, that's, I'm gonna leave it there.
Make some noise for all of our stand-up guests tonight and the parties. I'll have you know that it's not easy coming up here and doing jokes in front of your peers, attempting to make them laugh or lift them up. So let's give them a round of applause again. They really did a great job. Fantastic job. Now give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you guys so much for coming to these shows. When we started these shows, like at the beginning of the year, they were like really all over the place. And I really didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't know where I was going with it, you know? And it was difficult for me because I'm used to kind of knowing, like having like at least a vision in my mind of how something's gonna go and then how I'm gonna feel good after that, you know? But it's like, you know, you only have one show a month and then you gotta go like another 28 days thinking about like the things that you did wrong and how you can fix it, how you can make it better or whatever. And it took a minute just to get to this point, you know? So thank you guys for coming and you know, and if it's not there yet, you know, just give it a second, you know, or lower your expectations, you feel me? Because when you lower your expectations, that's when you can really be happy. You feel me? You putting too high of expectations on your life. When you lower your expectations, you get the opportunity to truly be amazed. So, I'm gonna say one last thing. Now I'm gonna let you guys go. But first I'm gonna sing you a little bit of a song. You know, when I practice this at my house, it's hard to do a show during the holidays because you really only have the time that you have with whoever. And so you practice different situations in your mind that end up happening, you know, because the people aren't there or standing there the way you thought that they would be. And so you wait on cues. And when you hear those cues, that's when you know that you can sing, you know? And that's why it's difficult to do shows in the holidays. That was just something I wanted to share from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna do this and then that'll be it. I make my own transitions. I do my own stunts. My mama called, said you on TV, so said things have changed. Ever since I was young, I've dreamed it all. Ever since I wasn't young, they said I wouldn't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard but got out to vacation. People hate and say you changed the illuminator. Oh, we made it. And I practiced several times and I never figured the words out. I never do. Oh, I forgot I can't switch this to one. That's okay. You'll see what I'm doing. It'll make sense in a second. Now, when I was younger, about 6 or 7, I was with my father in the grocery store. And my father was a preacher. That means that sometimes he would say things and it would be a lesson. And sometimes he would just say things and it would sound like a sermon. You know? But my mother says that you take a little bit of what everybody says and you put it in your pocket because you never know when you're gonna need it. And we were walking through the grocery store and my father looked at me and he said, Jonathan, you should feel like a winner every day of your life. And I looked back at him and I said, why, Daddy? Why should I feel like a winner? Why? Tell me. My dad, he looked back down at me and he said, because when a man has sex, millions of sperm come out of the end of that man's penis. And as they go down the canal inside of the woman, there is a race that takes place. And millions of sperm race through the woman, and only one sperm can go inside of the egg, and that egg became you, Jonathan. So that's why you should feel like a winner every day. At this point, I didn't know what sex was. So it took me a second just listening to him, trying to figure out why I should have felt like a winner. Like, it's like he was saying that like some mythical thing happened and then I was in some sort of race and then I was a winner, you know? But what happened was maybe 10, 11 years later, I lost my virginity, and in about 45 seconds, I knew exactly what he was talking about. But I said that to say that I realized that my father was right. We're all winners. We all won the sperm race. And even though each and every one of us couldn't win a Cotty tonight, we're all sperm race winners. Okay? And what you need to do is instead of thinking about all the things that you're not, think about when it was just you and all those other sperm and you was just worse. You couldn't see? Wasn't nobody liking your post? Did nobody like your picture? You was just rich. And you keep that energy. Because after you were born, you got further and further and further away from the feeling of being a winner. Somebody started telling you you wasn't good enough. Or maybe this could happen. Or maybe that could happen. But you need to go back to when you were a vicious spark. And just keep on racing. You gotta remember that before you were here, long before you were here, well maybe not that long before you were here, maybe 9 months, but before you got here, there was somebody and somebody else, and all they was doing was just hold on, Barbara. Hold on, Barbara. Move your leg, baby. Move your leg, Barbara. Hold on, Barbara. Yeah, I'm the king of the trailer park. I'm the king of the trailer park. Yeah, Barbara. Yeah, get some. Oh! And when he stopped, that's when you began. That's when you began. So you look yourself in the mirror. And you look yourself in the eyes. And when things are going wrong in your life, don't think about the child you used to be. Go all the way back. Keep rewinding. Till you was just a sperm. Till you was just a vicious sperm. And you look yourself in the eye. And you say, you don't know how far I've gone. Thank you. Now, I got sperm race winner certificates for each and every one of you. And I'm gonna sign them, and you can sign them too. And we can all be winners tonight. That was the moment you were born, and then that was the moment that you realized why. And here at the Cotty, I'm in the certify that moment. Thank you so much for coming, and I really will sign this for you. Have a great night.